Good afternoon. My name is Jeremiah. This is for financial planning, FIN 3144. What's showing now is the data set that was provided. So we have a few counties. We have Hernando, we have Hillsborough, and we have, let me pull this up here, Pasco and Pinellas. Along with this, we have a few things. We have some industry codes for a few industries. We have the years. Um, we also have each quarterly establishments. We have each month's employments. We have the wages, average weekly wage, and we also have the quarterly weekly wages on here. So moving forward, the first slide I want to show you guys is the average weekly wage by county. I use this chart to kind of depict where the counties were for the map, and also it shows here the county and the region. So starting off, we see Hillsborough has a big jump. The reason why I believe the average weekly wage in Hillsborough is higher than the other areas is I believe this area is growing really fast. And a lot of people live here. There's a high population of people that live in Hillsborough County rather than Hernando or Pasco. So I believe that's why Hillsborough County's average weekly wage is such higher than Hernando, Pasco. Pinellas is closer to weekly wage than for Hillsborough County. Again, I think this is just because it's nearby, it's closer. The commute from Hillsborough to Pinellas is not that far. So the next one here, I have difference in weekly wage among industries. I wanted to break them down into counties again to kind of really show how much more industries and weekly wage is bigger in Hernando rather than like Pinellas and County further up north. As you see here, you see all the industries. You see the average weekly wages for each industry in each county. And as you see here, the dark blues more show for Pinellas and Hillsborough County. And again, that's going back to a lot of more people live in Hillsborough County, or if they live outside of Hillsborough County, it's closer to Pinellas, again, because that commute is shorter. Again, you see in Hernando and Pasco, they're really like in light blue because, again, the industries are not as big there as they are in Hillsborough County. And it shows a lot of the light blues show in that Pasco and Hernando area. Moving forward, I wanted to show the relationship between the weekly wage and the employment level. And then again, this really goes back hand in hand with the weekly wage by county. I mean, you see the darker, the higher wage is again in Hillsborough and slightly close to Pinellas. You see that the higher the average month employment level, the higher weekly salary or weekly wage. Again, this goes hand in hand with the first slide I showed you. The commute from Pinellas to Hillsborough, it's smaller, so that's why they're neck and neck with Hillsborough. But again, you see Hillsborough, you have 447,000 average for the weekly wage. You have 56,000 for the employment level. So again, Hillsborough County is kind of that main hub for this area of Hernando, Pasco, and Pinellas of employment level, of employers, of jobs, of weekly wage, and all of that. And then the final one I wanted to show you was the number of establishments and the average and the weekly wage. So again, what jumps out the box, Hillsborough, number of establishments for Hillsborough is 3,982. Compare that again to Hernando or Pasco, 341, big jump, and Pasco, 1,026. And then again, right next to Pinellas, again, I do want to emphasize that commute is 3,100. And then moving over here, again, it replicates. Now, what I do want to show you is Hernando, even though they do have only 341 establishments, their weekly wage does jump. So that is, I do want to point that out. That is a big eyesore. It does, and along with Pasco County, again, 1,026 establishments, but their weekly wage is much higher. So I do hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a great day.